Hello. It's a little bright. It's kind of a bright day today, actually. So today, I spent most of the day trying to find sponsors for Epic WebConf because we are still in need of sponsors. So if you have a company that wants to connect with awesome web developers, then please hit me up. So for that reason, I wasn't live streaming all day, and we only have like another hour or so before I have to be done. So I haven't been able to get a whole lot of work done today, which is always a bummer. Don't like that at all. Yeah, I just said, okay, we got to turn this camera on and get going with something today. And so, yeah, we're going to get a couple of things done that have been sitting in my inbox for a little bit. And at least through the weekend. And yeah, hopefully we can clear out my inbox. That would be good. So with that, I'm going to fix this also. I wondered if maybe this is a little bit on the bright side. There we go. Now it's a little bit on the dark side, but I think it's okay. Right. That is too dark. Yike. One of these days, maybe I will automate that. You would not believe the silly things that I have to go through to make everything work with some of this stuff. But anyway, yeah, here, hold on a second. I just realized I might have like a bank account open or something. So let me just double check it because I was doing some of that business this morning. And yeah, it's just, I wish that I could just like create things and not have to worry about like making money. Okay, yep, we're all set there. Let me get this up. This is probably the highest priority thing for me. And that is, I'm super grateful for Matthew for taking a look at this. I don't think that I'm able to reproduce, so I'm gonna just do the same thing I asked him to do. That's interesting. Oh, I forgot to run an install. Whoops. Gonna edit this in case anybody falls behind. I thought setup was supposed to do that. Okay, so we'll assume that he knew exactly what was going on and run the install. Okay, and then npm run setup. Yes. And then npm run test e to e dev. So he ran npm start, which is not what I asked, but or told him to run. But start should work, so we're gonna see if we can fix that. But I just want to make sure. Yeah, this is all busted. From here, I must have missed a step of some kind here. Man, there must be something wrong somewhere. We're not getting any output, so that's kind of weird. Definitely should be getting output. Yeah, weird. Okay. Oh. Port 3000 is not available. Well, that might explain something. I have it running. Yeah, I've got it running over here. That might be part of the problem. Close that. Let's try this again. That's why I didn't get any logs, because I was hitting a different server. Kind of confused why it all failed. Yeah, it's failing. Oh no, here we go. That's good. Okay, so tests are mostly passing. There are a couple of things that I've got another contributor who is Samuel has been working on. Thank you, Samuel, if you're watching this. Okay, so that like mostly works. If if I run the star, oh, actually, no, the problem was flipping over to the dev branch. So, interesting. I would have expected that we would have flipped over to the dev branch with the get check out dev thing. Hold on. Oh, oh. There we go. All right. So I messed up a bunch of stuff. All right, let's back it up. Make sure we've got steps that are actually good. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, cool. So now we at least have steps that will work. And we can come over here, we can run this. This should pass. And it does. And then this one will fail. And that's what we're trying to work out. Like, why is this failing to authenticate? Why? Okay. So what Master Kale is getting here, though, is when he runs npm start, goes to localhost 3000, we get an internal server error. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder where that's coming from. Here, let's open up our editor, because then I can actually click on those. Okay, and fail. Yeah, that's probably some sort of weird source map thing. Huh. That function assign decode credential. Where is that? Public key. Well, that's really annoying when the errors are not like useful. Okay. Hey there, Chris. Glad you like the white theme. I totally forgot to turn on dark mode. Lots of people prefer dark mode when I'm streaming, but I like my light mode, so we're gonna keep it. Okay, so these are at least related to the simple web auth then. So that at least is sort of good. It's happening in generate challenge. We've got server, script, and ESM. We're gonna be going through the ESM, I expect. Interesting. So yeah, I think what's happening is generate challenge is being called before this gets defined, but I thought the script gets evaluated before anything can be accessed. So that is confusing to me. I wonder what happens if I say this. Maybe, yeah, we're under ESM, so. Oh, okay, so that's why it's failing here, because this next line is the thing that's, we're trying to export. Generate challenge, So then when it goes into parse generate challenge, Yeah, okay, I think we need to rebuild. I think that's what we need to do. Because we probably have bundled it or something. Yeah, that's definitely not what I expected. This is unexpected. I wonder if maybe it's cached or something. So let's try again. No, huh. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Throw, here, I call this a throw log. Yo. All right, there we go. So what this does is it makes certain that we're throwing an error. That's, whoops, that's very obvious. So I know, okay, yes, for sure this file is being run. So that is good. That is desired, a desired outcome. So let's see if I remove that and then just start. This will help me know, do I actually need to rebuild every time? Looks like I don't. I removed it, now I'm not rebuilding. So generate challenge internals, it's right here. So what if I just get rid of this? It looks like it's just, what the heck is that? Not sure what that was. If I ignore that, try again. Generate challenge is undefined. Well, it's right there. So I'm confused by that. I'll tell you what. Error creating build. Error creating build. Who is throwing this error? Error. Oh, okay, get build right here. There it is. Okay. So there's an error in this import of server index. Okay. And here we're going to have web authn browser and server. And that's at this point, this is where we end up with an issue. So we dive into this. We don't go there because that's not how that works. So we go in here and we're going through these and through the process of importing all of these, we run into this reference error. This function assign is throwing me off. This makes me think we're not actually running the code that I'm looking at, which is always my favorite thing. This is somehow getting compiled or something. That's what it seems like. It was compiled. So yeah, I don't think that this is in the wrong order or whatever. I think it's fine to be like this. I wonder what happens if I don't do this. going through this ESM loader. Okay, here's what we're gonna try then. Strip it back. Have an index.temp or ignored JS. Here we're gonna import simple web auth. Yeah, sure. Node. Yeah, can we look at the compiled code is a good question. I don't believe that we can. Or I would love to be able to, but I don't think that we can. Okay, yeah, not defined, that's fine. I kind of expected that anyway. Okay, so that's fine. Let's add a console log, generate challenge, and then run this again. And that works fine. So there is something weird going on here. What if, here, let's try this. Import build server index. Okay, that makes sense, that's fine. Let's see, how do I load up those? In my dev server. Pretty sure that I have, oh, actually it's probably in my index here. Yeah, we just load that. Okay, so we'll just do the same thing. We slowly build our way up to what we actually have. So this is interesting. The node env is required. It's not being loaded. And we load that ourselves in production because we're setting node env to production. So we'll, okay, that's fine. Node env production node indexed ignored. Okay, good. So that, man, that is annoying. Definitely kind of expected that to bust. Because when we do it in here, it does. And so what that tells me is we've got something really weird going on. Where is our await import? Yeah, here we go. So there's something else going on in here. I mean, this is, when I run start, that goes into the server build. And so then we have our await, yada, yada, yada. This is the code that's actually running when I run start. Let's double check that. Yeah, node dot, and then that dot takes us to the index. And that node env equals production is gonna take us to here to import this file. So, so this all should be running like standard. Oh, I wonder if it's this source map thing. Let's get rid of the source map thing. Okay, no, not the source map thing. Are you all hearing the airplane? Pretty sure you can hear the airplane. I don't know who flies an airplane around here. They're not like commercial planes. They're like, I don't know, people just having fun flying airplanes, which is fine. I just wish that it didn't disrupt like hundreds of thousands of people's day with this loud brrr. Okay. All right, so coming back over here, slowly building up to basically the same thing. Yeah, what if I just straight up go instead of this, we do that. Node index ignored. Okay, so we get it running. We get no error. Okay. Hey, this is good. This is, yeah, that is, honestly, I wasn't expecting that. So that's a good thing. So what else is different? I mean, we don't have node mocks. I guess let's throw the source maps in there and see what happens. And we'll dynamically import this, which also shouldn't affect anything, but it means that I can have this code run before we do that import, which I think is kind of required for the source map thing. I need to look into that. I don't know that that is entirely necessary anyway. Okay, here we are. Still is working. So that is interesting. Okay, what if I just take it straight up? Okay, let's say node env production. Okay, there's something in here that's doing this. So let's get rid of this. I don't think that should have anything to do with it. Good. I didn't want that to be the reason. Okay, it shouldn't be this either, because mocks is not set to true. Okay, good. I didn't want that to be it either. So this is interesting because I thought I already ruled out the source map stuff. What the heck? How is this different from what I just had seconds ago that worked? What? What? This was working, right? Am I crazy? Oh, you know what? Earlier I didn't say no DMV is production. So that was one thing. Okay, bring it forward. And if I get rid of no DMV is production, does it work? No, we need that. It's required. So this was working. Somebody here on the import path looks strange. The disk drive is missing. I don't see anything wrong with the import path. Yeah, this is the protocol file : / and then this is the path. It's /user / whatever. So that's normal. It does look funny, but yeah, that's normal. Well, how was it working like just 10 seconds ago? It was working just fine. So that's super annoying. I should put these side by side. I'm tired of going back and forth. Okay. I mean, I'm actually kind of happy because I was really confused that it was working. I didn't know why it was working, but why was it working? Okay, so here it worked. And at this point it worked. And then it broke. I need to watch my own video. What was I doing that was different? So for this server to actually run, we do need to have the import for the server. Like that's just a given. We have to have that import. We also need node production. This is just regular node. There's nothing going on here. The import to server build doesn't do anything really weird. We're conditionally importing Vite, but we are in a prod environment, so here we're defaulting the node. Am I misspelling production? What happens if I intentionally misspell production? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, we get invalid environment variables. So yeah, we're not doing that. That's not a problem. Look at that. Isn't that great? Nice error code. So I'm not misspelling production. We are definitely running in production. And so that means Sentry will be enabled. That's what causes this invalid Sentry DSN. And that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. Then, although I wonder, like, let's just say, oh, hold on a second. I just need to do something really quick. Okay, one more thing. All right, there we go. Takes care of that. This is not what I expect to be spending my time doing. Oh, another thing. Okay. I should probably do that right now or I'm gonna forget. Sorry. Just gotta do this real quick. Using slow apps is really, really annoying. Okay, and that is done. All right. I don't think it has anything to do with the Vite stuff, because that is prod. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that we get this far at all. Are we dynamic? Oh, yeah, of course. We are dynamically importing the build. So, hold on. So, if this is the case, then importing this module should cause the same problem. But it doesn't. Hey, thanks for checking, MJ. Yeah, this is so weird. So weird. So this works. Importing that works. Okay, fine. And then it breaks when we get our first request. And when we get our first request, we make this import, which will be that file. We can get rid of that. The dynamic import should not do anything, but maybe it does. Okay, if we change it to await import. I don't know what's going on. Let's do calling get build. Now here's something that's interesting is we call get build twice, presumably because we're getting 2 requests, and I think that we do, like we get the, but I thought that the requests, yeah, see there's nothing in here. The browser's not going to make 2 requests. There's only 1 request that's going out, and that's the document request. So I'm not sure why it's saying get build twice. Who calls get build? Right here, yes. And get load context. And then we call it again there. That shouldn't be a problem. Hold on a second. Shouldn't this start my server? Oh no, this would be server build. There you go. Okay, that starts my server. And this blows up. What if I, this would be really strange, but if I do this import here first, holy smokes. I think I might know what's going on. I think what's happening is, this would be crazy, but I think what's going on is we get 2 calls to get build, and this import doesn't finish before the next get build is called. So we call get build right here, and that starts the import process right here. And then we call this get build, and that starts another one, and that somehow is causing the problem, and it somehow manages to cause the problem specifically for Simple Web Authn. I don't know why that would be the case. And so the solution to this could potentially just be adding this right here. Now it will, to make that actually work, oh no, that's interesting. Definitely didn't expect that to happen. Okay, what have I changed? Nothing, I've changed nothing. Okay, so if I run the build, this is all gonna get changed out. Okay, and then if I run the production server, this blows up. Okay, if I say, hey, get build. We'll just call it right there. Okay, rats. Hold on, let me just make sure. Yeah, we only call it once. Part of me is happy about this because I was really weirded out by that. Anyway, so dang it. Let me go over to my epic stack here. That's one that is not on my desktop. Now that is interesting. Just trying something, didn't work. So starting the dev server, whoops. Dev server works just fine. Production server works just fine, but I think the reason is I haven't run a build in a while, and this is probably building off of what was from main. In fact, I probably could have proven that. I probably should have proven that. Okay, and kablooey. Yeah, all right. Well, we're gonna go back to this anyway, so let's just bring this over, because I do not want to get mixed up. Somebody just asked why not await both get builds. And the reason is because where this, here, let's close all these, index inside a server, get build. This server build is used by this sitemap here. And I can't remember why, but I originally I had like a server build promise. So like you can call this and get the server build. Or await this and it will resolve to the server build. For some reason that didn't work very well, and I can't remember why. And so I just said, oh, actually no, hold on a second. What? Yeah, this is the promise. Oh yeah, here it is. I have the await right there. Yeah, so I guess I need to give it the promise rather than the build itself. And I don't remember why. There was some weird thing where I required that. We also use this in, no, that's the only spot, that's it. So anyway, that's why. I don't think that's gonna make a difference anyway, so I mean, it doesn't hurt trying, but it's not gonna be it. Oh, whoops. Why is this await? Upset. Oh, because we need async right here. Oh, and that's probably what it is. Get load context is not an async API. Is it? Maybe it is. Oh, sweet. You can do async. So that's cool. And kablooey. Still doesn't work. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we got some formatting. Okay, well. Well, I guess we just go back to the original strategy, temp ignored JS, and import index.js. Okay. Node temp ignored JS. Okay. Yep, that's gonna blow up right there because we don't have our node environment. So here, let's do process node yeah, equals production, because I don't want to have to type it every time. That's interesting. It's, because of this. Is that a syntax error? It shouldn't be. Huh, that's weird. Well, I was kind of hoping that that would work. Why is that not working? I don't know, but that's fine. Okay, so here we are running our production server, blows up every time. Okay, so now let's strip it down further. Let's grab this, stick it in here instead, and then get rid of the stuff that's not necessary. Okay, that blows up. Fine. And we dive into here and get rid of more stuff that's not necessary. Like this Vite dev server. Sentry enabled, let's get rid of that. Wonder if we could probably get rid of the close with grace stuff here at the bottom too. You know what, I kind of want to keep that, but we'll get rid of this right there. I don't think that that's going to do anything, but we'll just try it. Oops. Wow, that failed a lot faster. Yeah, okay, that explains it. Vite dev server. Okay, try that again. Okay, now that's interesting, but I don't believe it. So let's back it all up, and then let's just get rid of the Vite. Here, we'll say that this is void 0 also. All right, we'll just assign it to void 0. Okay, interesting. You know what, I should have put stuff in my clipboard for when it was working. I wonder if it's this guy. Uh-huh. Okay, we're getting there. Let's just make sure I can do it twice in a row and that it works both times. Okay, so undo everything. Get rid of this guy. Refresh. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Bring this guy back. Refresh. Boom. And if we do start things normally, broken, uncomment, not broken. Okay, so it's something going on in our monitoring thing. Who knows what Sentry is doing with this stuff? I don't know what Sentry's doing with this. So yeah, dang it. So now what? How do we tell Sentry, hey, your thing is breaking my stuff? Okay, let's I think honestly, things are running in production. It seems to work with a proper Sentry DSN. Well, I mean, it is. It is running in production because I've got the Epic Stack template staging. And this has a login with passkey. And I think I busted that. But let's go over here. We'll go to profile, edit profile. We'll go to manage passkeys. We'll delete these, register a new passkey. Yeah, that's the staging. Yep, save that. And then log out, log in with the passkey. Totally works. So it does work in production. But there's something funny going on here with Sentry. And also, I don't have a Sentry DSN in staging, I believe. Hold on. Let me check that. I might actually have a Sentry. Let's see. Don't really want to show that. It's called this. Secrets list app, that one. Yeah, there's no Sentry DSN on this server, and so I don't know why it's breaking locally, but I have a really good and easy solution to tell Matthew. Is that his name, Matthew? I think it's Matthew. To tell this fine gentleman right here, Master Kale. And the solution is come into here, delete Sentry DSN, and then even with this stuff going on, Sentry will not be enabled because the Sentry DSN doesn't exist, and everything should work just fine. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna say. Here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna make a change to the Epic stack to account for this, because it's kind of annoying anyway. Because then you get all those. Yeah, kind of feel like I need a decision document for this one, because it is like kind of significant. The thing is, if you have an invalid DSN, what does that do? Does that make Sentry not do stuff? Clearly not. Hold on a second, what the heck? That's supposed to be marked down. There we go. Yeah, this is my current step right here. Add tests. Man, that's been taking way longer than I thought. Yeah, so. Yep, example. Okay, here's what we're going to say. So sorry for the trouble. Oh. It's Sentry. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I read more about his issue? I could have saved myself like an hour. Or at least a half hour. Well, yeah. It's pretty easy to disable Sentry for local development. You simply go into your .env file and delete the Sentry DSN environment variable. DSN environment variable. I wish that I could be more... What? Oh, thank you. That's nice. I wish that I could be more helpful on a specific way to actually solve the problem, but this is as much as I can do. I looked at a lot of things and I have no idea what's going on with that. What's interesting is that Sentry in production is working just fine. Oh, you know what? That's why it's working, is because I don't have a Sentry DSN, and so Sentry doesn't enable itself. Hopefully this isn't a problem when I end up running things in production, but we can deal with that problem once we figure out what the problems with testing are. Okay, man, this is dumb. I'm so mad. Ugh. Gonna open an issue over there. All right, did you open an issue? Did you open an issue? We're gonna go over to Sentry, GitHub, Sentry JavaScript, issues. We're gonna look for, I don't know how this works. Author, this person. Yes. No, you didn't make an issue. You said you were gonna make an issue, but you didn't make an issue. And now I have to make an issue. Now what is going on? Hey, check out the Epic stack. Look at me, yay, hooray. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, anyway, I would like to open up an, oh, you know what? Actually, maybe I can make an issue that's pretty easy. All right, let's try it. We'll go to our, do I have a temp? Where'd my temp go? Yeah, temp ignored. We're gonna go, import, here's my monitoring, this guy. Gonna grab that, stick that in here. Get rid of this, we'll call init. And then I'm gonna await import simple yada yada yada. And then node temp ignored. Okay, oh, okay. Here's object assign. We had a function assign was the problem before. Now it's object assign. I don't care, that's fine. We have this, yeah, there it is, function assign. Oh snap, what are you doing, Sentry? What are you doing? But here's the cool thing. I have a very easy way to reproduce this. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of more stuff, all the stuff we can. I'll bet you node profiling is probably the problem. So we're gonna keep that one. We'll get rid of this and this and this and all this. Get rid of that. Probably that. Probably this and this. Just get rid of as many things as we possibly can while still having the issue. Boom, there it is. Beautiful. What if I get rid of this and that? Haha. Okay, sweet. That makes it even easier. So we literally just call Sentry init before importing WebAuthn server. What if I don't do that? Okay, it works fine. What if I don't do that? That works fine. Bam! That is great. Okay, good. This is very, very good. So much easier when you can make a reproduction like that. Bug report. Okay, fails to, throws error, or Sentry init causes error to be thrown when importing simple WebAuthn server. I have not checked. Let me check. I really doubt. It's probably coming from server. Really? What? Here we go. Here we go. There we are. Okay. Oh, so we could exclude it. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm looking for. Thumbs up, that's what I would like. only include instrumented modules. I'm not using import in the middle. Okay. I'm not using the import in the middle package. I'll bet you that this is a transitive dependency. Yeah, it's coming from Sentry. Okay, so I am using it. Seems like it's still necessary to have some sort of config for avoiding this problem, even though I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with the simple WebAuthn package. Is this really a finished issue? Issue really complete? All right, here we go. Breaks. Does not break. And this does not break. There just seems to be something really wrong with the integration of these packages, and I'm not sure what it could be, but I feel like we should probably have a proper solution for it. Okay, and let's see if I use the option. Oops. Yeah, so we'll say I'm happy there is an option we can provide to avoid this problem, but seems wrong. Okay. Great, we're gonna go with that. I'm glad I looked it up. More info here. Okay, I found another workaround and I'm updating the branch right now. Okay, so let's do that branch update and then let's see here. So we're gonna do, whoops. Well, actually, let's leave that in there. I think I saw Shruti here. What's up, Shruti? Yes, there is a dog downstairs. I think I've got family visiting and she's very excited that they are visiting. And it's really annoying. I am a dog person, certainly more than a cat person. When I was a kid, I wanted nothing more than to have a dog. I now have a dog, and I find her to be obnoxious. But she's a good dog. She's good for a dog. But I wish that she would just like, hey, I want you to know that there's somebody at the door. Bark. Great, acknowledged. You don't need to bark anymore because I now know that there's somebody at the door. But no, she just must continue to bark. That bothers me. My dog's name is Jem. There's a little story about that. Her original name was Gemma. And then my daughter decided she wanted to have her own dog. And we said, well, we have a dog. She says, I want it to be my dog. And we said, okay, well, if you feed her and clean up after her for the next, 3 months or whatever, then she can be your dog. And so when she did that, and we said, okay, now Gemma is Rebecca's dog. And she's like, no, I want her to be called something else because now she's my dog and she gets a new name. And we're like, well, we're not going to call her something really all that different because it'll confuse her. And she's like, well, we'll just call her Gem. Well, okay, that's fine with me. So there you go. Okay, dogs. Yeah, they're great. They're really good for kids and all that. Oh, whoops, I put this in the wrong spot. Monitoring. We need to put this right here and actually undo, grab that, redo. Close this, stick it right here. Okay. And now let's build it again. And then there we are. And now this will work. And we've got our login with a passkey. Okay, good stuff. I would be pretty shocked if this had anything to do with things not working, but at this point, I'll do anything. So let's just see. That should work. It does, and this one will not. And it does not. It is broken still. Sad. Okay. Great. Let's git commit make simple web authn server work with Sentry yada yada. It's not simple web authn's fault. I'm pretty sure it's Sentry's fault. I don't see anything wrong with what simple web authn is doing. It's super weird. Okay, great. So that takes care of that. Now I'm gonna take my kid to gymnastics and say hi to my family before that. So we're going to call it a day. Thanks everybody for joining. This is always fun. It's nice to actually be able to get things, like some things done. Bill Salt is saying, I love your Utah desktop background. Oh, thanks. This is actually not Utah. I don't know where this is. I don't change my desktop from the default. Yeah, so this is whatever Apple decided to choose for this. It does look sort of kind of like Utah a little bit. The pine trees for sure. These trees you probably wouldn't find in Utah. I think these are redwoods or something, but really beautiful, way into it. But yeah, pine trees, yeah, absolutely. That's very much like a Utah-like thing. Beautiful. And the vegetation here, yeah, that's also kind of Utah-like sort of thing. So it makes me want to go and be in nature. One thing, so I love Utah in the winters because the mountains are insane. They look so beautiful. But everything else looks dead. Like the trees, all the leaves are gone. We have the evergreens and those are green and colorful and stuff. I'm looking out my window right now. And yeah, but they're just like a ton of trees that look dead. The grass is all brown. And the mountains are covered in snow, but there's also just lots of brown and gray. And it's cloudy today. That's the problem. I just don't like cloudy days. I like blue skies. I like this. So anyway, I got to get out of here. So thanks, everybody. And we will see you in the future when it is time to see you again. Hopefully I get to work some more. Again, if you aren't already coming to Epic WebConf, then I really want you to come because it's going to be great. And we're going to have so much fun. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I hope to see you there. Get your boss to get you and your team tickets because it's going to be awesome. Okay, with that, I'm out. Bye.